Um, After the class, the recording will be made available. So I'm going to start. Today we are looking at the flotation and management of company. We had earlier looked at types of organization. We looked at the sources of Nigerian law. This is basically chapter 3, right? So a company, like we have always been saying, is an artificial person. So it functions as a natural person, and natural people can own property, sell property in their own name, sue and be sued, right? So there are two important groups of persons that constitutes the organs of the company. They are the members in the general meeting and the directors acting as a board. So the general meetings are usually the shareholders. When you have your annual general meetings, shareholders and representative of the shareholders come together, have a meeting, and decide what's going to happen, or and get report from the directors on what is happening in the organization. So, and then the board of directors, they also have their meetings and they try to see how to run the organizations, right? So, to exercise the management power, the organs of the company are the general meeting of the members and the board of directors. Therefore, a company meeting or the boards of directors. So, what is the power of this board of directors? And exercise such powers as stated in Karma. Remember, in the earlier classes, I said Karma is the governing regulation for company. Say, unless the article states otherwise or provides otherwise, the directors, when acting within their powers and in good faith, shall not be bound to obey or take instruction from the members in the general meeting. So if they're acting within their power, there's the powers of the directors as clearly stated in Karma. So if you're acting within that power, they are not bound to take instructions from the members, except the article of association of that company states otherwise. The board may act through a committee of its member or through the managing director. Officer in relation to a body corporate includes a director, manager, or general secretary. The management means either the board of director vested with the management powers or top level managers. So the power of the general meeting. The general meeting of the members makes policy for the company and appoints of the company. The members in general meeting may act in any matter if the directors are disqualified. The general meeting may also institute legal proceedings in the name of the company. So if the company decides to sue, these are decided in the general meeting. They make recommendation to the board of directors, and the general meeting could also remove any directors of whose action they do not approve. Meeting of a company and notice of meeting. Kama provides for the general meeting of the members and the meetings of the board of directors. That's Kama. Then the general meeting may be the annual general meeting, which is the AGA, or extraordinary meeting, which can be once in the lifetime of a public company. But the AGA is like a statutory requirement, so it comes up every year at the end of the year, sometimes at the end of the year, sometimes in the middle of the year, but mostly at the end of the company's financial year, right? So every member, every person upon whom the ownership of a share dissolves by being a legal personal representative is entitled to receive a notice of the meeting that must state the place, date, time, and purpose of the meeting. This is just saying that, oh, when the meeting has been scheduled, a notice must be sent out to every member of that company. So, what are the types of meeting? There is a statutory meeting, and so if you incorporate your company in January, it means that before July, before June, you should have your meeting. Then the court might wind up the company for failing to hold the meeting. So one of the penalties could be that, oh, because this meeting for you, directors of the company must send to their members at least 21 days before the meeting a statutory report. An auditor must satisfy the report as it relates to the shares allocated. The director shall promptly cause the certified report to be delivered to CAC. Right. Members may, so then there's the annual general meeting which is held once in a year, and it's not more than eight businesses deemed a special business. Ordinary businesses include declaration of dividends, presentation of financial statements, auditor report, director reports, election of directors, and etc. So there's what is called the extraordinary general meetings. This is convened by the board of directors when they believe it is appropriate to do so. And then it may be also requisitioned by the members of the company that hold at the date of requisition not less than one tenth. So if that member owns not less than one tenth of, that's about 10% of the company's paid off capital, you could actually requisite a extraordinary general meeting. The members that have the power to requisition the meeting may also convene the meeting no later than 3 months. Expenses. The length of notice to be given to member is 21 days, like the AGM.